career story of our mentor.
So my journey has been really mixed, and I have undergone a different. I have worked in different sort of companies, different sort of environment, from small to big companies, mid-sized companies, startups, predominantly, right? So all sort of companies, and my experience has been very varied, mixed, and I am really grateful that I underwent through such experience, right? Because it actually helped you learn a whole lot of things, right? To start off, I was working in somewhat capacity of an HR before my MBA, but I did my MBA and I landed up in a company called Satyam Computers. This was long back, and uh, Satyam was doing really well. It was one of the biggest IT company in India at that time, and I was sort of a rookie, right? But then we were actually doing some greater stuff, building things from scratch. Even in Satyam, it was a new uh, greenfield project that Satyam was actually in, and I was the HR representative back there, right? So, and then I had taken up a job which was more like a startup job with one of the company called Palantir Economic Solution. It was setting up its office in India, and I helped in setting the office and the entire um, building the entire HR processes, practices, building the team, right? And that's how my fancy towards a startup actually started, right? So over a period of time, I have been to different sort of companies, and the challenges were obviously different. That there are challenges wherein I felt that there is not enough support system built around a new guy who is getting into the system, or as a fresher, do you have enough skills to you know lead to a particular outcome or expected outcome, right? You also have challenges in building those understanding, building those agreements, consensus, and move forward, right? So these are essential skill, and I think it takes a whole lot of time for anybody to develop this skill, right? The in the nascent days, these are skills which is definitely required, but then you learn it through trial and error. You got a bad hit, and then you learned, oh, this is not something that I should have actually done, right? And managers by and large are the people those who expect certain things, certain outcomes, but these are not the people who actually really coaches you well. There are maybe 10% of managers who could be doing it, but 90% of them don't do that. They expect a result, and there is a whole lot of ambiguity you as an employee when you are working, right? So this continues, and my major learning has been around that, right? So I have learned mostly things by myself, by committing errors, by making mistakes, uh, and mostly through experiences of other folks, which may not be in my work network, but beyond my work network, that I have actually collaborated and spoken to, or through certain learning videos that I got a hold of.